Famule una adu na kusha una welcome to una favorite platform. Egerton Shabba and Rachel Bangua Davis. We are live and direct, and we get today we get one big alejo we can talk to, and we get so many things that we can't tell about town and also about empathy and also what's in implants them. So una welcome to this program. Please una share this live, share this live. Happy Sunday. I know say yes, we will all wake up with well body, and so God will give you all long life. Una thank you. Wanna always the patronize that we platform them. When I comments them, we do appreciate sooner. So please, when I continue for stay with we, when I continue for be with we, when I continue for follow we, when I thank you, and we will appreciate sooner waiting when I do for we. I'll make a bring in Rachel Bangua Davis. Welcome, Rachel Bangua Davis.
Family, una welcome again on board this platform. I want for welcome on all. And Happy New Year, because this January will continue for say Happy New Year to Salon people, especially because we look forward to this year. And like Egerton Shabba don't say, we get a very big fish from the A.P.C party where we can talk about the intention and why he decide for, for contest for that kind big position. But Egerton, before we introduce this man, let the hear button small. Low get in videos, then low hear you let the hear button small.
Yes, we got our own style. I will get big fish. How the brand come inside with program.
Yeah, we get some ceremony. Then also get
we get ceremony. We get one ceremony that we do before the big fish. Oh, brand come inside. We don't endorse so, but we own style more. How the bring big fish and come into a platform. Before I play this video, Rachel, 2023 now here we Sierra Leoneans them will not go ever forget. Why make you think so? We'll not ever forget this year?
Yeah, I think you talked about it yesterday. We'll get a program as well. It is a very crucial year for Sierra Leoneans. It is a very crucial year for Sierra Leone as a country, because we did at a crossroad, and the reason being is we have seen things politically as like never before in Sierra Leone. We have seen a lot of we don't see a lot of things them where Sierra Leoneans them not ever see before, and it all hurt we country. And we don't seem to have a government where they take responsibility, whether it is good, whether it is bad. We don't seem to have a government that take responsibility of certain things. So, I mean, Sierra Leoneans, they're at a very tough, bad, and dark moment where at this 2023, all of them frustration indeed. If we so desire a very good leader, a leadership we go take Salon to another level. Now the ear this with all the frustration we go for put them now the ballot box. And this time a lot of things get for they at stake. Character get for they at stake. You background get for they at stake. You credibility get for they on the line. So these are some of the things that we Salon people and get for look, not so because say, oh, now we all speak the same tribe, so I get for vote for you. Oh, now we all in the same district or region, so I get for vote for you. We have done it before, and it not get yield any benefit. And they say this before we bring this big fish. Let me say it again. Track record is very important for we leaders them, for somebody we get for hold the highest position of the land. And because we didn't look at track record, that is why we are where we are today as Sierra Leonean. So track record in 2023 election, it is very crucial.
So for anybody who ever take position that are well for scrutinize them properly.
Absolutely, that's what I think. I mean, like I said, the ball then are the courts, the Salon people and courts. I mean, then they grumble. The youth Then they say the youth then are the future leaders of tomorrow. But when them empire can and take power, then they forget about the youth. They are the future leaders of tomorrow. So the youth then get for take their rightful place by the ballot box this time around, because when we talk about the highest population in Sierra Leone, it's the young population. The young population that they make up the highest in Sierra Leone, but yet they continue to be deprived. Yet the unemployment is in a triple every day. The drugs, so many things that happen. So it is about time young people, women, for think very hard, think very strongly. Look at the track record of Uda Unawan for go on a 5-year mandate come 2023.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And family, before we bring in this big fish, make I play this video for now. Make una know that the person way will bring come inside.
A fresh face, fresh start. The people that Sabiam and a young man will believe say all comrades for up votes and benefits by A.P.C business, because A.P.C na for we all. Mr. Abdul Kareem Kaloko, where people can call Kalos, he dey go for the A.P.C national chairman, and he say he go make sure say the A.P.C flag bearer be the next president in 2023. For men babu na by sababu, but for dance bubu na by kabulu.
A.P.C for mintae chache o. 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 Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Bilondoloze, Ambenami. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Bilondoloze, Ambenami.
Now, so we came to away with cold water, where we want for bring one big fish inside the program. Famulem, una welcome the one and only Mr. Abdul Kareem Kaloko, where everybody they call Kalos. When we go call you Kalos Abatu Kalos. I just found it, but I don't say everybody call you Kalos anyway. I love that name.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Egerton.
Welcome to this. Welcome to platform, sir. It's on my way. We get you our platform today. We learn a lot about you, so we do appreciate the way you honor with invitation for Kanawi platform today.
Thank you very much, Egerton and Rachel. It's equally a great honor and pleasure for me to host me on our platform. Family Unado.
People are hearing about Abdul Kareem Kaloko. Who that now this Abdul Kareem Kaloko?
Well, Abdul Kareem Kaloko na a Sierra Leonean, born and raised between Makeni and Koya Chiefdom na Potloko district. Both parents na from Koya Chiefdom, they settled na Makeni. Born there, start my school na Roman Catholic Primary School na Makeni. Proceed to St. Francis Secondary School, and then briefly Frobey College. I work na Bank of Sierra Leone briefly before I proceed to the United Kingdom for go study. Me a banker by profession, whilst in the UK, I work for several banks. Before it become Santander and I've been the Abbey National, I work for the Abbey National. And I work for one of the largest banking groups in the world, Citigroup, as an investment banker. Before I come back to Sierra Leone, now we come open Guarantee Trust Bank. I mean, I've been the first general manager at Guarantee Trust Bank, responsible for credit and marketing. And then I don't work for government in several capacities. In 2011, I've been pleased the then president, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, for appoint me as the first chief executive officer of the Road Maintenance Fund Administration. And by the way, this institution will not ever exist before my time. So it was a unique privilege. Now me set them up from zero. And I'm proud for say that institution they it become under me own leadership and the collective management of everybody else who've been there with me. It become one of the most, enviable institutions them within the public sector. And of course, being a long-standing member of the All People's Congress, the greatest and the best party in this country, if not sub-Saharan Africa.
Wow. Kalos, one major position we did go for the All People's Congress. Why you decide to go for the position? And which are this position? You tell me why.
Well, Egerton, Rachel, and Mifambulem are the contest for the national chairmanship of the All People's Congress. At the contest for this position because I believe and I know say in line with the new constitution we will get, I get what it takes for lead this glorious party during this transition period. I listened to some of Una intro them. This great nation, we don't go through a lot. But almost all the time in the history of we independence, the A.P.C don't always be the party where they bring joy and development to this country. Over time, the party always they recognize, say, politics, they change. And so in line with them changes, then we leaders and we elders, them always they review with structures and with organs. And then they always bring in a constitution where they prepare we for the next era of politics for takeover governance. So in the aftermath of the 2018 peaceful transfer of power, the leadership once again say, make we sit down, make we examine ourselves, make we look at we structure, make we look at we internal organs, and make we align the values and the philosophy of the party with the current political climate and looking into the future. So hence, we go McKinney from the 17th to the 19th of September 2021 for go adopt a new constitution will become effective on the 7th of March 2022. And in this constitution, for the very first time, the entire membership with the stewardship of the outgoing leadership, we agree, say, make we separate the role of the leader of the party from that of the chairman. But it not only stop the critical element or one of the critical responsibilities of the new role of the national chairman of the A.P.C, now that you become also the chief executive officer of the party. Now this means as a political party, we don't immediately recognize, say, the A.P.C no longer for be just a political party, it for also get an element of a corporate flavor inside. Which means, say, whatever will be the national chairman, you not for only know, but you for also get the experience of the tenets of good corporate governance, such as transparency, accountability, within making call, consensus, leadership and management. You forget the experience of setting targets and achieving those deliverables. You for be very inclusive. So you see, as a political party, we always try to move in line with the times. Given this constitutional provision, therefore, I believe, say, I not say yesterday, I not say 6 years from the time we will get with NDC, but for now, and hopefully for the next 3 to 6 years, Abdul Kareem Kaloko get all the necessary requirements. I get the experience, I get the knowledge and the history of the party, but also I get the experience at executive management level In the private and public sectors, the USA don't work. For lead this transition of the party from USA Day to USA we want and for go. Now that make a the contest, and now that make I believe say by the grace of God, at the end of we forthcoming National Delegates Conference, me will be the next national chairman of the party.
Okay, thank you. Now we're back to Rachel.
Okay, Kalos, anyway, good to see you again. You know, where Kalos really talk about, coming back to Sierra Leone, how he was the first general manager of Guarantee Trust Bank. I was there and I can attest to that. And also where he take the, institution will not ever exist and take them to another level, build them from scratch to another level. I was there and I saw everything. So if people are going to say, hey, look, check I'm on to me not living witness, I was there. So that side they clear, because that side they clear, and you did a very good job. But what I want to ask is that you've been in the corporate world for so long, and now you want for transition to politics, party politics proper, and not just na the lower level position, but the highest level of party politics. That's what you want for transition into. So how you go bring you corporate, how the corporate life where you don't day inside for quite a long time, how you think say it go help for transition you inside this position, considering the fact that, like you say, A.P.C. una not just want for make like a party no more, una want for take them on a corporate level or on another level. How you think say you experience and your unique experience go make a difference at this position?
Thank you, Rachel. As I say in my opening remarks, the beauty of this with A.P.C. is that now we all go McKinney, the entire membership of the party, together with we elders and we leaders them. Now we go McKinney, we look the constitution and we accept, say, the next national chairman, it will also be the CEO. And me and say, when you talk about a chief executive officer, you did bring some elements of corporate flavor into it. Now, align or liken the membership of the party to the shareholders of a private entity. The shareholders of a private entity, then they make investment into the company. And what did they look for? Now profits. But not to just financial profit, monetary profit. They also want that profit they for grow, and the managers of that institution where they invest in for able for sustain the profitability of the private entity who side they invest. Likewise, the membership of the All People's Congress are the shareholders of the party. Then they invest by the registration fees where they pay and the regular monthly subscriptions where they pay. However, unlike a private entity where then they look for monetary or financial profits, a political party like the A.P.C, with profit what they look for now for win elections after elections after elections. We want for able for sustained governance of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So we recognize over time, see, given the trend where the politics don't take today, if you want to be a ruling political party, mind you, they come manage the economy of a country. Then they entrust you with the livelihood of the citizens of this country and everybody else will do business with this country. Sierra Leone also gets private companies then. Sierra Leone also gets public enterprises. Now, the way where you would demonstrate, say, as a political party, you're competent for lead a nation, a great nation like Sierra Leone, is, as they say, charity begins at home. How you want to manage the affairs of the A.P.C such that you go translate that culture there into the governance of the state. So firstly, if you recognize the members of the party and the shareholders, you owe them an obligation for make sure say the entity called the All People's Congress is financially stable. But because now then they invest in the party, you owe them a responsibility for being accountable to them. You owe them a responsibility for being transparent. But the Constitution also provides and it gives you the means as the chairman of the party, where they lead a team, for make una able to spend money. Because a political party as big as the All People's Congress, it get for be financially stable and strong. Because for make you win general elections, you get for able to get money. So ways then they way you get for source their money then they, quite apart from the contributions with the or the subscriptions with the members then they give. So you have an obligation where you owe to everybody else where they interact with the All People's Congress, financially or otherwise. But like heading or managing a private institution, you also have a responsibility for being very transparent, open, but also for being inclusive in the way where you run the entity. The shareholders therefore be happy. And how you will be inclusive? It means the voices, the concerns of your shareholders, extremely important. As a matter of fact, it will form the bedrock of the decisions where you as the head and together with the management will have to make the entity become financially viable and sustainable.
Let me get into. Okay, sorry. Let me get into before Egerton come inside. You don't talk about that. I see you also talk about one of the reasons where una go into McKinney for go change the constitution and all of that is for separate the leadership of the party versus the chairman of the party. Because right. I think before now, the two positions being get for be headed by one person. So why it be so important for A.P.C for separate these two, the leader of the party and the chairman of the party? Why una be so important for una for do that?
I think the recognition come out from the fact say the last person will be chairman and leader of we party now be also the former president. So if they were three kept them at the same time, he was head of state, he was chairman, he was leader. So at a point in time, he get for pay in primary attention and responsibility now being to the state of Sierra Leone. The party becomes secondary. Yes, it gets other internal structures. The Secretary General being there, the head of the Secretariat. But we recognize that this time around, we need a hands-on person whose responsibility will be 100% for look after the party. Mind you, whatever we get for elect as the flag bearer, when that person they become president of the Republic of Sierra Leone after June 2024 this year,
23,
president of the A.P.C any longer. He will be president of Sierra Leone. So as a party, we want that person there together with the team for focus on managing the affairs of the state, for change the lives of the people. But at the same time, we say, because the A.P.C is a political entity, we also want them for focus on managing the affairs of the membership. Like a private entity go manage the affairs of its shareholders then. So hence the reason why we could say, let's separate them. Make the flag bearer, we go become the president, be the president and the leader, we get that ceremonial responsibility where they perform. But we now want a chairman, we go be hands-on, 100% your focus is on the party and its membership and how for grow this party, for make them such that we own profit what they look for, which is winning general elections, we go able to accomplish that over the longest period. So that's not the reason.
I get you.
Kalos, government's now continuity, right?
Sure.
And you don't work in a bank, you know, may senior man a bank, and the same way may be managing a bank, the economy may be stable. Now the dollar skyrocketed. The dollar they go up to 2 million euros now. Things then they go up. And you know me bank manager. If you become the chairman of the All People Congress and on a party win this election. Una go continue from outside the economy this right now with dollar now almost to go 2 million because like you say, or we can say governments now continuity. How una go able to fix this economy?
Well, the continuity, you know, they continue bad policies. They continue good policies. So I believe, say, when we take over governance after June 2024, the first
23, not 2023, right?
2023. Right.
2023.
24
Yes.
so this year.
2023, yes.
June 24 this year.
When I get a few months more.
Yes, few months.
Yeah.
The first thing what we go want to do now for reset the clock because we know how we left. Remember, 4th of April 2018, I believe say the dollar, if it been past 7,000, it not be reach 8,000.
Right.
Fuel, if it been past 6,000, it not be reach 7,000 leons.
Right.
And so many other things. We don't go wrong over time. This party campaign on the platform say they will do take care of bread and butter issues within 6 months. Well, bread and butter not only no day, even Gary no day. So the government not able to take care of bread and butter issues. So as a political party in governance, in the aftermath of June 24 this year, we want to try for reset the clock. The record whose side we left, na day we want for take over from. It is similar to una within with one country whose side when I get winter. The temperature will go down to 0, but when it go to -0, you really know say it begin bet you inside your skin. So whose side would this so now -0? So we need for comfort to a point whose side will know say the life of the citizens of Sierra Leoneans and with friends and people that we want for invest in this country will begin gain the confidence back for say things will turn around. So yes, now responsibility, evidence and record don't show say the A.P.C now the only party we get the record for manage this country in a way where everybody go be happy. In the declaration in December 22, I make reference to the fact say the A.P.C now the only party where they claim up Mangotique, will hold the branch, they will shake them, rep mango, then can down people and pick, and everybody go eat and rejoice. The other side, when the claim go up, then they go up with lapa, then they pick and put inside the lapa the entire and they can down. Now that kind of state of economy they now we face right now. We face a situation of intolerable economic hardship. But there are so many other socio-economic things that we don't go wrong. We as a party, we need for fix. So for make we able for do that one day, we don't want for burden the next president of this country, we go be an A.P.C president with the problems of having to fix party issues. We want the president and in cabinet and everybody else we appoint into public offices them, make them focus with delivering within the people of Sierra Leone want. It is tough, extremely difficult. I mean, even now, after we don't reduce the pump price of petrol, now 19 leons 50 or 19,500. So you do the math. From 6,000 or 6,500 in 2018, in less than 5 years, it is now at best 19,500 leons. So we need the next president and in cabinet for focus on the issues with concern Sierra Leoneans. There has been in the last 4 to 5 years a complete decadence in the society. People they not get hope. You they go around the country, you they see people them youngsters, the future hope of this country, they into drugs. Jobs not they. So many things, Rachel. I am sure if we say we highlight all of them things, then we not go down this program. But above all, we today faced with a nation where after so many years, tribalism, nepotism, regionalism, it don't become so rife in our society. That whereas before 4th of April 2018, we've been get with brothers them from the south and the east where they interact. Now it becomes difficult. Sadly, some of we brothers they will come up from the south and the east, then they feel the pinch. Today, they say angry boku with one bag rest na be 200,000. How the angry turn now with one bag rest na between 600 and 600,000. So we responsibility will be for try for come back to Usa will be left so that we will pick up from there. All the bad policies where this government don't bring come, it don't make no sense for continuing with them. But again, as a responsible party, we go come and govern for everybody. No less. It's in the economic recovery of
Kalos, sorry, I don't want to judge you. You talk like somebody who we will unify the A.P.C party. But the A.P.C party gets so many problems. Group A defeats Group C, Group C defeats Group D. We see all this fighting na social media. Now this position we defeat for so. If you get this position as a chairman of the party, because that's not a big position, how you will come for bring them groups here together? And number one, like I said before, now for judge you, I feel like a unifier. Una just done on our lower level convention or lower level election. Then now we hearing now say over 10 people then will petition inside the A.P.C party. We see all them problems there. You should say the A.P.C party una ready for this election. Now, two questions I ask you. Una ready for this election? Because we see all the infighting.
Yes, I recognize that two questions. And I go assure you Egerton.
Yeah, go ahead.
I assure you Egerton, see, we're more than ready for the election. You know, this not just one of the beauties them of democracy. You they allow people them for exercise them franchise. And if they feel say any process or any action tend for the disenfranchise them, then for able get the confidence, say, then go seek redress. Under my chairmanship, and I say this not just to you and Rachel, but to everybody else with they listen and they take view. Nobody not in the world we go tell me say you know want to make them listen to them. Everybody, even the fools have their story. Everybody's view, everybody's concern as a member of the All People's Congress is as important as the leader will go be the president. So for me, it is about inclusiveness. It is about allowing people the space for able to express their concerns without fear of being marginalized. Me not go be the chairman when they make decision for the All People's Congress. It is my responsibility to have a vision. Who side I want let the party go. How we accomplish that vision day, now with collective responsibility as a membership. And it starts from the lower level when at the world, who side would everybody, even the man at the village, he gets a view, he gets a concern. Until and unless you listen to their expressed concerns, then you're not able to make a decision we go reflect the collective aspirations of everybody. So the essence here is we go get to the point. Usa we don't come on a foul. I am sure in 2021, nobody not be the member say we go reach this point where we would not even start with the lower level elections. We don't start with the ward. Petitions are being heard. And we go move to the next stage when at the constituency. And then we'll go to the district, we'll go to the region. Eventually we'll get to National Delegates Conference, elect with national officers, and get a flag bearer. At that point, when I go see say the general membership of the party will come back together. Everybody we don't take in money, we don't go register and pay subscription. Egerton and Rachel, I go assure you say now people them like me and everybody else would believe in the fundamental values and the philosophy of the party. When a constructive nationalism. So bringing people together, whilst it's challenging, but it's achievable. The first step, however, now for make sure say everybody believes say their voice is relevant, is important, and that collectively we are all shareholders of this party, irrespective of which level of membership or investment we take. We get 4 levels. You get the ordinary, you get the executive, you get the patron, and the honorary. It is your choice. But the beauty of this party, and this is not the only party, not just Sierra Leone, the entire sub-Saharan West Africa, where we say, regardless of your background, regardless of your education, whether or not you papa have been president, whether or not you mama na market seller, it is irrelevant. As long as you believe in the philosophy and the value of the All People's Congress, you are simply my comrade. Period. No status.
Before you come in, right?
It's very unique. We constitutionally reflect that this is not the only party. No other party not able for copy that style. We are simply comrades. So if you treat your comrade like your comrade, if we treat each other like each other's brothers or sisters keeper, believe me, we go come together. And that is the style of leadership I want for bring come. I want to bring inclusiveness. I want to bring consensus style leadership. That is what I have practiced in my life, in the private and the public sector. It has always worked. It will work in this case. Nobody no go run away if you give them the opportunity for sit down and express within the field. When people become part of a decision, when people believe they own an entity, when people believe this decision is theirs, then go take responsibility and then go defend them. And that is the A.P.C we're going to have under my chairmanship. Everybody's voice will be relevant. Everybody's voice will be important. We go ask for we come in Sierra Leoneans then join we on the journey for march forward so that we go rewrite the history of this great nation. We go do so together with the elders them. We go do so together with women them. We go do so together with we youth them. And we go do so together with our fellow Sierra Leoneans them. Mind you, if this is a private entity, you get the membership who don't invest. But you also get with fellow Sierra Leoneans them when our supporters will not invest it. So then they look how the party they run. If it is an attractive investment, then go come. And I go assure everybody, say, after the National Delegates Conference, we may go become the next national chairman. Believe me, if we float the shares of the A.P.C in the stock exchange, it will be oversubscribed. People then go on for join the party.
Kalos, quick one before Rachel come. You get, if you win this election, you get any intention for being chairman for life, because we were chairman for life for a long time, and also, whose team were you did? Because we were team A and team B. You favor them team, then team they are team A, because there is so many on social media. Team A, team B. So whose team where you did? It's up to if you want to tell you anyway. If you belong to any team,
are they team A.P.C?
Or team A.P.C?
Team A.P.C. That is the only.
You support them team A, team B, team C.
Well, again, as I say, na team A.P.C. na important. Everybody na a member of the All People's Congress, so na A.P.C. na the team who all the support, and I sure say we go move in that right direction there.
And you get intention for being chairman for life?
Interestingly, by my own nature, by my own character, I not believe say anything there for life. But also, even more interesting is that the Constitution don't already make them very clear. Say no matter how you good, no matter how you sabi work, you will only be chairman for 2 terms of not more than 3 years each. So no matter how well I perform, I can only be chairman for a maximum of 6 years. And that I think is enough for me.
All right, let me jump in quickly. So I want to make we look at a couple of things here. Let's look at the party membership. And we see, say, like what Egerton they say, a lot of people there, we can say disgruntled. We get a lot of disgruntled A.P.C members there. And we have a lot of people that will sit on the fence. Like, should I come to A.P.C? Should I stay neutral or something like that? What's in go be your own way for captivate if you become the chairman of the APC, the APC party? Are you go able for captivate, especially the one that we disgruntled, the one that we get for disgruntled in case they not win? Because I mean, we have seen it's a very serious thing, because we have seen the last election where people maybe expect say that them for be the flag bearer, and where they not become, and we see how it affects the votes of the APC somehow, wherein the supporters of those people then either not vote or then vote other side. So this is a very crucial thing, especially when the party they into turmoil and people eventually not get for happy at the end of the day. So how we go able for really I want to make you clear that side, because I'm not able to get some clarity. Are you able to bring those people back? Say, I mean, let we forget about we emotions and let us think about the APC, because there's a lot, because people let's say don't invest, let's say get their own followers. Then how would you bring those people to, in case they feel aggrieved and they don't want to come back? How are you able to convince them so it will affect on a vote 2023?
Well, now the first step now we don't take so as a party. We get rules where they govern all level conventions. Them we get guidelines. We get an elections management committee, and Egerton mentioned earlier the issue of petitions. These are all part and parcel of the process. I also talk in my opening remarks for say what in this new constitution do is that it not only separates chairmanship of the party, he also adds the chairman will be the chief executive officer of the party, which means as a political party, if we open, if we transparent, if we accountable to the membership, if we inclusive as a leadership, people not go get any reason for be disgruntled. Look, no matter what we all see, there's only going to be one flag bearer at the end of the National Delegates Conference. There will only be one national chairman at any point in time. But I am sure my comrades they want know we all will contest. We all believe as long as this process is fair and it's transparent, people will accept the outcome.
Do you have what kind of relationship you get with all of those flag bearers?
Absolutely fantastic relationship. None of them, they're all equal to me. As I say, the philosophy of the party is we're all comrades. We believe in the same philosophy. Everybody can join within your right and your accord. So we believe in the same thing. So it is not a difficult thing to do, as long as a process is fair and inclusive. And I am sure this process is fair and it will be inclusive. When we reach the conclusion and get one person will be the flag bearer, everybody else will come on board. The beauty is if you bring people and then believe then a part and parcel of the final decision where the party go make, we will come together. Rachel, my comrades they want to know. Everybody they look at one side of the bigger picture. At the end of the National Delegates Conference, we go put all them small pieces then they together. We all go see the bigger picture, and I am sure, extremely sure and confident for we go move forward as a party and as a nation. For make
before Egerton come in, I'll just ask one question. I always look for ask that, especially where we don't see how these things they affect both the party, like you say, and governance. We have seen that it was a pattern for both for all the political parties. I mean the major ones, SLPP, A.P.C. That once they get into governance, they begin to then go give position to chairman, position to the secretary general of the party, then bring them into governance. And because of that, like you been saying, they affect the party as well, because you're not going to be able to focus on your position as secretary general, for example, in the party, while you also have a responsibility in governance administration. So in this kind of situation, when you become the chairman of the party, will you take any position in governance if they offer you?
I mentioned earlier, the constitution don't make a provision. See, they want the party. We want a hands-on person. We go.
Oh, so we just lost Kalos, but there's some small technical problem. But with the bring and come, it will come back. But Richard,
I guess enough for increase your volume a little bit.
Yes, you get me loud and clear now.
Yes.
Yes, I see we just lost Kalos, but it will come back. I want to play one video, make we go more para small, because you know we left for talk about government continuity, because we Ernest Koroma left the seats where President Koroma come and Madam Bio come it. Madam Bio say we will continue from outside President Koroma don't left. But I'll play this video almost before Kalos can. Maybe Kalos go join this video.
Where the former president Ernest Bai Koroma me dey give the documents them to President Bill, it tell and say where him back me take power na so the former president late Dr. Ahmed Chiyankaba me give an kind document and they for guide am by the work way he can do for the country. It talks say the documents get the challenges them and success the way in government me able for record. He also talks say in government me don't do good work them and he go like for see the work then they continue. As na that make he don't present them document and they to President Bio. As he say, governance na continuity, not to anything where they stop, but na where they continue from one government to the other. And he also talks say he always ready for help President Bio anytime he call him for make he help him. He ready for support this government so that he go succeed for Salon. President Bio may welcome the former president inside his office. He talks say na good thing way then they work together as well the Salon people and they see that it go make the tension women the inside the past election go the come.
The documents where former president go hand over to Madam Bio. All waiting this other document they now for push the country go before. For follow President Koroma, former President Koroma in footstep. But what do you think about this video? You think say President Bio follow all waiting this other documents, they think this other document where Ernest Koroma go give all of those white paper President Koroma go give. Nothing on the inside.
Well, basically, now so it look like say an empty paper from waiting from the way I see the SLBP administration. They do things when it comes to developmental things. Then it's like not just ordinary white paper. Former Ernest Bai Koroma being give President Bill because we not be the inside governance, but we know certain things them where you know not all thing being bad.
But I will get a white paper where the Mama Maya puts all me inside that document.
No, now they are one for come. Now make us say it seems as if that now be empty paper no more, white paper no more. President and former President Koroma being give Marabio and President Bio because. Whatever you think about the A.P.C, then self gets a good legacy. Then President Bio and Koroma himself gets a good legacy. A good things them where it be done set, you know, for developmental purpose in Sierra Leone, will be done there on the pipeline. So one of which, like you mentioned, there are so many things, and one of which is I think say Kalos going for
Thank
even.
you.
Carlos going for even Robert for that side because him in there into governance and he know waiting and some of the developmental things them will be there on the pipeline where former President Koroma be left with the issue of Mamama. And I see now that the SLPP is pausing and bluffing with an extension of another terminal where the Mamama project was more realistic.
It's not. They say airports, new airports.
Well, I am telling you what is the fact. You know, that's an alternative fact. Want me to tell you what we understand. I mean, the Mamama project was a very realistic something, and it be there on the pipeline. And when you look at the cost, like I say, please, Kalos don't come. Make we play that video. Him in there into the governance that at that time, and him go able for even tell me some of the projects where be really there on the pipeline where you know President Biola continue with. Play him again. It go be.
where the former president Anes by Kuruma me dey give the documents them to President Bill. It tell am say where him back me take power na so the former president late Dr. Ahmed Chijankaba me give an kind document and they for guide am by the work wey e dey can do for the country. It talk say the document get the challenges them and success the way in government me able for record. He also talk say in government me don't do good work them and he go like for see the work then they continue as na that make he don't present them document and they to President Bio. As he say governance na continuity not to anything wey dey stop but na thing wey dey continue from one government to the other. And he also talk say he always ready for help President Bio anytime he call am for make he help am. He ready for support this government so that he go succeed for Salon. President Bio me dey welcome the former president inside in office. He talk say na good thing wey dem dey work together as wey the Salon people and they see that e go make the tension women dey inside the past election go dey come.
Kalos,
Yes.
the documents the way former President Kuruma hand over to President Bill. Now, why paper them immediately?
Well, Egerton, I'm sure then documents then they been filled with facts written in black and white. But we are apologies to we listeners and we viewers. There will be get some technical hitch we make. But Rachel be asked a very important question. Make her just take the next few seconds for answer. I'm Rachel.
Okay, yeah.
You asked the question about holding party position and then holding another position in governance. For me personally, me simple and quick answer to that, Rachel, is that I make a commitment for serve me party and me country, and that's exactly I go get for do. But I also emphasize the fact, see, the party don't make the decision, see, where they want a chairman way hands-on so that he go able to manage the affairs of the party. So my commitment is service to party and to country at any point in time where I require for provide a service there. So that again, apologies to viewers them, but that now may answer to that question there. And quickly coming back to the handing over notes, a lot they like I say, and like Yusuf don't reference governance na continuity, but you they continue good projects. You they continue things them way you predecessor don't left, where you know say now for the benefit of your country, not to for you your own personal benefit. You have been elected into governance for manage the affairs of the state and for manage the lives of your fellow Sierra Leoneans. A lot they where President Kuruma be advised the incoming president and in government waiting for do and waiting not for do, will be for be beneficial to me and you. Because even though we not in the diaspora, but I'm sure anything where they happen in this country way bad, it affect you now. When I get families, then when I get people, then a lot of projects that they we President Kuruma and the former A.P.C government hand over to this government, where if only they're not being think otherwise, today Sierra Leone will be for be proud of ourselves as a nation. We don't leapfrog into development. Plenty things then you mentioned the Mama project. We all know not to just the financial cost and burden of traveling at this point in time, crossing to Lungi, the time where you get for wait and all of these things. But that project, that Mama Airport project, it been get a lot of economic benefits we even for bring to this country. But then if you take party politics, you put them inside because not to be do this, because not to be do that. And President Kuruma was very, very clever and very magnanimous when he take over from the late President Kaba. He makes sure say he completes all the projects that way he meet with the SLPP government then they don't start. Because it not look say President Kaba na from the SLPP. President Kaba na incompatriot. Na Israelian and Lekeram. He try usa he able. Usa he not able where he don't begin income, he can continue. The sector will be been there when at the road sector. A lot of projects then they will be there at the pipeline. But interestingly, as they say, you cut your nose for spite your face also. You refuse for continue with that project then they because you feel say now the A.P.C government and a President Kuruma and begin them. It hurts the country.
Right.
It affects economic development. A lot of things don't happen because you don't let them project the day. Let me also give you one example, Rachel, now that you mention them. When I do further investigation, now Lumley Regent Road, the A.P.C government under President Nkrumah, they start for build a new hospital. If you go from Lumley, they go up Kamayama, it is on your right. The building is there. For just complete time, for make this government, this country, we're able to forget a minimum of 100-bed, clean, decent hospital. They simply stop that project because they believe in an A.P.C within the same vicinity. Then go rent somebody in Os, they make a Lumley hospital. I mean, which government does that? So the leakages, when they say they can plug, yes, you don't plug the leakage, but you don't open gutter. So this is more than drainage. Everything just the overflow. We as a party will not ever do that. We not go ever do that. When will they come back into governance after June 24? All the policies were not correct, were not beneficial to this country, and for we as Sierra Leoneans, we go halt them. Everything will meet where this government don't start, will not say it beneficial. It is not for me. It is not for the next A.P.C president. It is not even for the former president. It is not even for the outgoing president we get for commodity June 24. It is for the benefit of every Sierra Leonean. With a promise with fellow Sierra Leoneans, therefore say, will they continue with them project the day? Will they complete them? Because we believe, say, it will bring a better life to every Sierra Leonean.
Carlos, now just hold on for a second because we now for implicates you. Make me Rachel go much quick. Rachel, these documents are so concerned. This document with President Nkrumah hand over to President Biyu deliberately, open them for check what's in the inside for make a continue from inside President Nkrumah don't stop. Make me take them from there. He deliberately not open them. He left them. He said, well, me, I can't deal with them there. In me own way, I have to deal with them. Is that right for Sierra Leoneans, the HL?
I mean, well, like where Kalos say, a lot of decisions them where these governments don't make don't hurt the people of Sierra Leone. Just because for say because now the A.P.C been do now they start them, not so we can we want to what they can do, who they can end. Wait, and not even see what's in the
for A.P.C now for Sierra Leoneans.
No, this is what exactly Kalos don't say, and me say they emphasize that as a Sierra Leonean, not even as a politician. Say anything. That is why in the developed countries like this, then they continue for develop because they pick up from Usai, then they don't stop. But why Sierra Leone we did so delicate today and we continue for go back is when other governments come, it go push all the fine thing in, whether past one day we don't put on the pipeline or we don't begin and starting on and probably not even start anything and do otherwise. So you will find out say the developments in Sierra Leone it is slow. It go don't pick up. Then it go behind back. It go don't pick up. It go behind back. And that is not what we want to see moving forward as Sierra Leoneans. They're not to that one for see, and not to that kind of party politics there. We want any government we get for come play. Because like I say, some of we know A.P.C was not to be angel, and at the same time, they're not being bad that bad day. You know, they left some very good projects them where they're on the pipeline. And I will continue to make that reference of my mama because you know why? We cannot be fooled anymore. We see how they pass around with the extension of another new terminal. And we get for educate with people them as waiting be realistic and as versus waiting not realistic for Salon economically and financially for the country. Waiting and do so not realistic for Sierra Leone and not economically for Sierra Leone. The Mama Airport project, when you look, if I am right, if I'm wrong, Carlos, you correct me. When you look at the figures, the amounts, you know, the capital, the resources we for go inside the Mama, the money we for go inside the Mama Airport project, we're going to really make foreigners, they even begin for attract investors and foreigners so that Sierra Leone go easy for country, because when people look at the struggle you get for cross Lunge Airport, you get for this, by the time you cross Lunge Airport, you don't go London, so you don't reach safe in England. Say they reach inside Freetown. So all of them things sending 90 mama airports where we don't can do for Sierra Leone, attract investors, bring job employment, so many things. And the money, as compared to the money we they spend on that terminal day. Kalos, what's in the difference? I want in into governance, because let's speak for himself. What's in the financial? What's in the difference financially? Where it costs for Sierra Leone, what's in the hot way it costs for we?
Well, Richard, first of all, make I just emphasize the point. See, the Mamama Airport not to be in any way for stop Lunge. Lunge before still for develop Lunge as an airport, but we get an international airport we go be comparable to other countries them around the world. So Lunge go still there, would go develop and stuff like that. Now coming to the question. To the best of my memory, I believe say the Mamama Airport, if it pass $400 million, it not go reach $500 million. Just on top of the memories, it's been a while. But me and you know, see when they launched the Lunge Bridge project, it was well over $2 billion. So imagine having a new airport of international standards at less than 500 million. Compared to a bridge without improving the existing airport of 2 billion. It's huge. The difference is about 1.5 billion, assuming, say, the Mamama project now been 500 million. It's a difference of 1.5 billion. But the cost, the opportunity cost to the economy of Sierra Leone of not having that airport is huge. A lot of jobs don't go, business opportunities, there's a whole lot. You know, we'll not get the required number of flights where they come. There's a whole lot. Me and you know the relevance and the economic importance where airports they play in any country. So if we not get one, and the one way they will not develop them.
So let me ask you something before Egerton come inside. Let me just come into your business of the chairmanship again. So I want to ask you this very important question, because now something very, very dear to me heart, and I feel say a lot of young people and women are concerned. We don't see the role where women then they play inside party politics, where young people, youths, women, they play inside party politics. When it comes for do fundraising, it's the women. When it comes for buy a shobi, it's the women. When it comes for cook, it's the women. When it comes for clap and dance, it's the women. Then once the party gets into governance, they don't make the party don't succeed. They don't make so spend sleepless nights. Some have even then and they get problem with their man and their house, and so many things that we don't go through. When the party comes into governance, and we tend to see that there are very few women where they go even give very key important position in governance. Very few. Personal must sometimes they make them spare tire, becoming deputy minister, and so we can call them sometimes, because I mean it's only when the minister not what he said now and will say okay you pass under, but they give them that spare tire role when it comes to governance. But when the party was struggling, it was the young people and women. So how your style of leadership go able for bring women into full-blown take part into full-blown governance when you party come into power, and also the young people themselves, because they always seem to be left out. How you go able for bring young people you influence, and also women into governance when you party A.P.C come into power?
Rachel, the beauty of the A.P.C is that na party way is always inclusive. As I tell you, in the aftermath of the 2018 elections, the party sit down and look back carefully and recognize the politics of the world, let alone the politics of Sierra Leone, don't change. The woman, they say, they don't mind for even cook and prepare the food anymore. They don't mind for fundraise. But when it comes to making decisions where they affect women, them, they want for dinner at the table. The youths, they also say they don't mind for participate in re-energizing the party. They don't mind for participate in the electioneering process for make sure say the party come back into governance. But they say when it comes to discussing and taking decisions where they affect youth, they want for dinner at the table. And President Nkrumah, the last government demonstrator. Now, in force establish a youth ministry in recognition of the 1990. But coming back to the party, with party constitution under Article 71, it spell them out very, very clear. Say as a bare minimum, 30% of all the positions in governance will be left for women then. This recognition is there. But also, from inception, the ideology and the philosophy of the party, like I said earlier, is simply whether you're a woman, you're a man, whether you're a money man, you're a money woman, you sell na abacha, you sell na government wife, you're this, you're an ambassador. If you believe in the A.P.C and you register and become a member, you are simply a comrade. So all this, either by design or divine intervention, from we forefathers, we recognize the relevance of women. Over time, politics, they transition into more affirmative action, and now they would reach. So the recognition not always there. Remember, the first 13 people we formed this party, one of them will be woman, Madam Nancy Steele. So from that end, the party recognized the woman, they're extremely important. If you be amongst the first 13 people that you're a woman, now want to form this party, and we all know, if they talk to you about the history of the A.P.C, you will know, who that be Madam Nancy Steele. So amongst all the men, then they get the space, they get the political space for making exact and exercising your influence. So it is our constitution. So as chairman of the party, the barest minimum we may go encourage my colleagues where they go elect as national officers. Now for make we just simply comply with the provisions of the constitution. By just doing that, it will get huge socio-economic difference in the country, because Article 71 say a minimum of 30% of all positions in governance for be reserved for women. So it will be my responsibility for make sure see in line with the president and in government, we comply with them provisions then they.
So you got able for influence that.
I get the competence, I get the skills for able for influence them. And I am sure we get the woman them. We get the pedigree and the character for able for serving them in them positions then they. I will assure you say the drafters of we constitution and we will go approve them. We read them, we understand them, we know what it mean, and we are committed.
I like your confidence anyway, but I don't endorse you.
No, endorse you. You still learn at the grill. You still learn at the grill. You still learn at the grill, small. You still learn at the grill.
Yeah. Kalos, there is so many misinformation on social media about this PR system. You see, ECOWAS Parliament, they don't discuss about and also it didn't high court guys now. Who's open you be to Sierra Leoneans about this PR system, because we want for no more.
Because at the election they cancel, we don't even know how people get for votes.
I know, right? Talk about changing the rules where you don't begin the game, then you begin shift the goalpost. This is just a classic example. However, Egerton and Rachel, I go on for make a very minimum, response to this, for the simple reason, say, tomorrow the 9th, the Supreme Court will sit and then go discuss this matter. But it's clear to everybody in the country, and I believe so to the rest of the world, say, as a party advised by the parliamentary A.P.C, we don't make opposition very clear say the conditions way for trigger a PR system, it not exist under our constitution. We all know the circumstances will be trigger a PR system under the late President Kaba. We just come out from war, constituency is not been there, and a lot of the infrastructure will be for make we conduct elections by constituencies and by wards. They not exist. So it's clear the parliamentary A.P.C and the leadership in parliament don't make them clear say as a party we totally opposed to this, not because we don't want them, but because we believe and we know say it not fall in line with the constitutional provisions of this country, the supreme law of this country. The reason where the government and the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone they use is not correct. But again, as I say, I go one left hand, the Supreme Court they sit on this matter tomorrow. I cannot say much. The whole country, the whole world, their eyes go there on the Supreme Court tomorrow for see waiting will be the discussions then when they get, and hopefully I am extremely confident for say when they make a final ruling, Sierra Leone nine go win. The constitutional provisions where for trigger a PR system they not exist. There is therefore no need for a PR system at this stage, especially a few months to the general elections.
Okay, we'll close now, Rachel. We'll get 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just want a couple of things and quick before we round up. Inside you know, you don't talk inside you intro, you jingle will be the play. We say, oh, Kalos na the man. We go able for
Rachel,
make
don't mind if I make a player back.
we go make the party win. We go make put player back. No player back. Na the man, na the man.
Maybe we'll pick one or two things in Paris.
Na the man, na the man. Kalos na the man.
A fresh face, fresh start. The people that Sabiam and a young man we believe say all comrades for up votes and benefits by A.P.C business because A.P.C now for we all. Mr. Abdul Kareem Kaloko, where people can call Kalos, he dey go for the A.P.C national chairman, and he say he go make sure say the A.P.C flag bearer be the next president in 2023. For men babu na by sababu, go for dance bubu na by kabulu.
Rachel, you what's saying?
I hear plenty.
I hear something.
Say waiting.
Fresh face,
Young
fresh
man.
stats.
Because we don't papere osabi o na papere osabi.
I want to know from Kalos, what's the mean by that? The fresh face and fresh stats. And when a man we don't tell at the party.
Yes.
What's
What do you mean by that? Fresh face, fresh stats, young man. You know, papere udo isto na dem party there.
Well, me for one, I get a lot of respect for we elders them, and I am sure in reciprocal, they self get a lot of respect for the young people them. But Rachel and Egerton, just as me, I wanna know any entity they sustain in existence periodically, then they examine themselves and look and say the time don't right for make we bring in a fresh face into the entity, new ideas, not because the people we been done daily before they're not able to perform on them don't tire, but because they foster the true spirit of succession in any entity. After so many years, it's always good for the sustenance of any entity, and especially of an entity like the A.P.C, for make you able for bringing fresh ideas and a vision we go be aligned to the new politics of the country, but we also go be aligned to the aspirations of the country. This I would liken them to like a football team. No matter how a player good, no matter how he sabi play football, if they reach a point, he still get the ideas. He still know what team for do for go score goal, but the agility no dey. This is the reason we make you get a good coach and you get a good striker, a good midfielder, a good defender, and all that in a day. So for we, it is the collectiveness of the new organs where the party gets. This new constitution, it makes provision for the elders. We have an elders council where the experience where then we elders they also don't gather, it will be tapped into under that new structure there. But the freshness where they come, the agility. I recall where the time where the former president take over as chairman and leader of the party, that freshness, that energy, that zeal, that fearlessness. It's a go-getter for going. Now the same thing we need. So yes, I don't think at the party for this length of time, but at the forefront, at the leadership of the party, it is fresh. It is
so whose role, because we're running after time, whose role where you say you're not the man, if they elect you as the chairman, you go able for make the party win the election, you go able for make the party succeed inside this 2023 election. So whose kind of role where you think say you go play? Because these are the things people in the party person go want. For the one chairman, we go able for say I go able for make una win this election. So that kind of confidence where you don't put out there for party members to look at and for looking to, how you think say going for do
the ability for bring people in together. I carefully choose the word inclusiveness and consensus. When you make people part of a decision, when people believe say they own this party, when people believe say their views are important in the final decision what the party they make, believe me, then go participate and participate fully. So it's about bringing everybody on board. I get a good relationship with almost everybody where they contest for flag bearer, every other person where they contest for be chairman, and at various levels of the party. So when you get the ability for bring all the different people in it together and look at the bigger picture, nothing not will be able to stop enough for win elections. Abdul Kareem Kaloko get the skills, he get the experience, he get the fresh ideas, he get the fresh vision for bring all of the comrades done together, young and old, male and female, so that we all go focus and march forward and take back State House in 2024. People have to believe you.
So before Shabba himself kind side for wrap up, probably I will talk later.
Let me please make a disclaimer. Make people not seeing this program. Abdul Kareem Kaloko not pay for them because we're playing advertising people have to say this program a paid program. It's not paid program, please.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is a platform where they give everybody opportunity. I mean, for talking, regardless of who side you belong. So, the other thing where I want to ask you, as we also equally the wrap up, is what are some of the things then, the quality or the criteria or the things where A.P.C comrades them for look at in you. We go convince them, say, you are the right person for carry this party to another level as the chairman. What are some of the quality the way you get? What are some of the skills them way you get? And what in say for look at for make them say, okay, Kalos is the man. Talk to you people them.
Firstly, thank you very much, Rachel. Every comrade at the A.P.C not express say they want a leader we get integrity. They want a leader we go be accountable and transparent to them. They want a leader we go be inclusive. They want a leader we go be a magnet for draw everybody for come together so that we go work as a team. Me, in my style of leadership, both in the private and the public sectors, I have always managed and led as part of a team. The saying they say, if you want for waka fast, waka you want. But if you want for waka far, waka in a group. So the specific qualities in me is the ability for work as part of a team. It is the collectiveness, it is the oneness, but it is also the freshness and the zeal, the energy we bring. Every view is important. Everybody in the party is important, regardless of whose level of or whose status where you did. We founding fathers and we party say, once we all believe in the philosophy of the party, we not comrades them. So as a person, and they bring then qualities then they with the new constitution don't say the next chairman for be. You not go just be a political leader. They also want you for be a CEO. So me go be the person where I not go just take their money. I go be transparent and open in the collective decisions we will take, but I go be also inclusive. I go be also accountable to them. The party has to be accountable to its members. Under my chairmanship, I will encourage every party member for make the whole the party leadership accountable. We for report the stewardship of the party to its members annually, so that they know how they know how they go. That I believe in the attraction. And for now, as I say, I not say yesterday, I not say tomorrow, 6 years down the line. For now, me are the only person we getting qualities and the ability for bring people then together. And I'm sure that is the reason why my comrades then go rally around and elect me at the next National Delegates Conference.
Thank you very much, Abdul Kareem Kaloko, for where you honor your invitation, where you can our platform today. We really appreciate. And maybe in the next, when for a convention?
We hope say on or before the 29th of this month, all things being equal.
Okay, we said you hope say after the convention you will come back, you can tell thank you to.
We can congratulate you.
Congratulate you to them.
Thank you.
So what are you last one you have to tell Sierra Leoneans then?
My fellow Sierra Leoneans, them, the evidence we all make the judgment for say the only party we get the pedigree for lead this nation and transform this nation, now the All People's Congress. And they invite we all to a journey collectively, together with we elders, together with we women them, together with we youth. Let we march forward one more time and rewrite the history of this great nation. Whether you're not a paid up member of the All People's Congress or not, trust in the ability and look at the record of the All People's Congress for transform this country. June 24, 2023 this year, we're gonna go out in massive numbers and vote for that change, where they bring back prosperity and dignity to the people of Sierra Leone. Enough of the killing of we innocent compatriots them. Enough of the tampering of we constitution and other national statutes. We don't tire with the intolerable state of economic hardship. Let we accept and incorporate the politics of hope over the politics of fear. Let we choose the politics of cohesion over the politics of division. Let we choose the politics of unity over the politics of tribalism. Let we stop this policy of divide and rule, where you try to make one tribe supreme as against the other tribes. Usa you try to make one region supreme as against the other regions. Then, if you fight against corruption, do so without prejudice. But the fight against corruption, we all see, is fraught with a lot of cover-up, and it's one-sided. Let we come together as a nation and believe in this one country where we all like. That choice is there to me and you with this single vote, not sell them, not entrust them to anybody without a good reason. Join we in June 24 this year, go out, vote massively for that change, restore your dignity, choose hope over fear, choose unity over division, choose collectiveness over tribalism. You no need for afraid. This na your country. The All People's Congress na the only party we able for guarantee and give it that. We don't demonstrate that before. We go demonstrate that again, time after time after time. Specifically for my comrades at the A.P.C. What we all they look for in this A.P.C. where they come. When a comrade Abdul Kareem Kaloko, na aim gets what it take for lead this transition. We want an A.P.C. way collective, an A.P.C. way united, an A.P.C. way inclusive, an A.P.C. we transparent, and an A.P.C. we accountable to the membership then. Politics not get a character. Politics, they assume the character of the person where they practice them. If the person where they practice politics is dirty, if politics go dirty. If the person where they practice politics is corrupt, then politics could be corrupt. If the person where they practice politics na lie man, then politics go lie. Now we say no to the politics of talk and lie. Una elect me, una comrade Abdul Kareem, and we will transform this party and prepare ourselves for take back governance in June 24, 2023. I tell una plenty thank you. God bless the All People's Congress. God bless Sierra Leone.
So before you talk, Joe Shabba, I get complaint first. I get complaint
I
first.
want to take me before the guys are complaining. Kalos talk like a pastor where gets high anointing. You know, pastor when they pull people,
What pull with the anointing?
Like you receive the message.
Yes. I mean that's one. The thing is that's one good. Now one good qualification of a leader. You know, you get for able for talk to the people there and feel you. Let the people themselves feel you, because we get a leader in this country that where we need to connect. The people are not able to connect because you they speak from your heart. And I can sense that, I can feel that, even though, you know, I'm not aligned with the A.P.C. like that, but I can feel that you're genuine. I can feel, I can connect to you. And that is the kind of leadership that what we want. We go talk to we mind sweet, even when the times are hard. But when you talk to we mind, we get hope. Like you said, we get hope. But me complain again, you know, say make you always confused in the social media. And I said the capo away, now red. Mind you, now pink away, or the Now pink, I put some, you know, then they talk na the page, then ufambule. They say, look at the A.P.C. na ready way. But I'm happy, you know, I like for confuse them. That's okay. That's fine.
But Rachel, you know, the counter is that the flag where they behind you, the top color agree.
Yeah, it's more than the red and green, you know. But but that's okay. That's okay. Me, you know, say me they can always they're not, you know, always can me go down. But it's okay.
Abdul don't go play Shabba. They say
you know, it's just this now blue, this now pink BA. Anyway. Anyway, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you on this platform, Kalos. You know, there are certain people where, like some of if we talk, say yes. I mean, Kalos. I mean, I'm not endorsing, but I'm not saying a man of good character, now a man of integrity, because I have seen personally, you know, the things that you've done and how you transform those institutions that when me witness how you transform them. And I see so you know, possibly get a leadership quality and leadership skills for not just bring people together or being inclusive, but also for make any institution where you touch, you know, explode, you know, in a very, very enviable way. So, so some of us can attest to that. And with all what you've said, like I say, you spoke from your heart. And if it's only that's A.P.C. comrade and they look for, then you have the job. if that's the criteria where A.P.C. comrades then they look for, then you have the job. And I on this platform will say I wish you all the best, and I wish you success, and I wish nothing but, you know, the best for you. And hopefully you will come back on this platform for congratulate you.
Well, thank you very much, Kalos. You talk like a leader, but Rachel, I want to play one video where Kalos, this video, I need to send Kalos.
No, okay, make let them go meet Kalos now. Do tomorrow,
I play this video. I talk like a leader. I play this video. Please don't comment on this video. I play. I need to take Kalos now.
Not yes. We've spoken to people and they've said that it's because of economic hardship that prompted them or that propelled them to go out on the streets to demonstrate. And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
with the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people of this country.
Well, this video now for carry on now, now for working out.
Thank you very much, Kalos. Thank you very much, Kalos.
Thank you, Shabba. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Okay, Fambolem, Rachel, let me tell Fambolem goodbye, because today na Sunday, we want people to go rest, people to go for work. Tomorrow we do appreciate you comments them, questions them, and we want for make no serious. We don't come up with their own life strong. Whatever check Rachel, they come on next week. Myself also go for the back next week. So now we check with them and follow we on the social media platform them. Now, we do appreciate Suna on our contribution them towards we platforms them. So we do want to say thank you to all really participate and call we give we encouraging and vibes them. Richard.
Yes, I mean it was a very good interview. To be honest, so this platform, people like they well, not like afraid, but they're just on the edge, when they come to those platforms, because the reason is we're not just trying to put people on the spot. The reason is we begin for practice, for make we leaders them or the people that want to bring on this platform for able for speak out, for able for open up, for able for tell the people in the truth, so in the future we go hold them accountable, of their words, so that's why. I want to tell Una thank you for hanging in there, and Una continue for follow follow me page as well, Rachel Bangura Davis. I'll tell it to Rachel page. Next week at the camp. Next week Saturday at the camp. I just get one invitation at the camp to order big fish. Ordering at the big six. So anyway, tell you thank you plenty. Thank you, Egerton Shabba, for always matching me up on your platform. Like you say, Rachel and your husband, fire them when they come together.
Minute trigger, you don't make the fire. Especially a bad guy, the trigger Rachel.
It's a spark, but above all, what do you think about Abdul Kareem Kalos? What do you think?
I believe saying it will be a good chairman for A.P.C. It will be a good leader for the All People's Congress. I like the way how he puts himself together. And I believe so we'll get a strong team. We go work with him for making win this chairmanship.
You think say the A.P.C. ready for that kind style of leadership and fresh face, fresh and they used to them puppet? You think say that they're ready?
Why not? I believe so. Yeah, because I see so many comments that people they embrace them. They're ready for work with them, they're ready for support them. Why not? I mean, you don't want to see one face them all the time. This particular puppet them. You know what I mean? So we need fresh. I like the intro.
The content of the intro.
Yes.
Yeah, the fresh face, fresh idea. Yes. Well, for me personally, like I say, I know Kalos, and he's a fine gentleman from the way he talk, and he speak from his heart. And I'm not, apart from being A.P.C, but when he talk to me, I can feel that.
But I let people I would need now country.
He is genuine and able.
But say this person he's genuine.
Yes, I can able for connect.
Not for
I can able for connect to. Yeah, I able for connect to what he say. Able for resonate to the ideas them what he want carry it. Like you say, I mean. If only the A.P.C they look for fresh face, fresh idea, a man of character, a man of integrity, accountability, transparency, a man will get good track record. And they always emphasize, anytime you give me the opportunity for talk, I always emphasize on track record. Because it is very important. Because guess what? The track record was that mistake where America the mistake. Where them put somebody who not get good track record inside 5 years, then pull them back. You understand? I mean, you understand. So I can always say America politics of Donald Trump italic salon politics of Madabio. Yes, because salon people then follow the emotions them and fail for look at track record.
Because people are gullible.
Because we too gullible, like you said. They fail for look at the track record. And the track record of the president who gets now, in your track record, now don't manifest so par we. Where delicate today, people are dying, innocent people and they die, and they lock innocent people in a Padema road, woman and they suffer, woman and they die, picking and they die, and suffer next day, bread and butter look and they under tapa la power and say then go bring, we not see tapa, we not see lapa, we not see electricity, we not see so many things. Because of the track record of the person where we give the mandate for 5 years.
The president this way give me a Christmas speech, although I'm not listening them anyway, but according to Tari, he say me could take him as in Piki, me could take us in brother, me could take us in Papa or whatever. But after August 10, he called Sierra Leoneans them terrorists.
So I will take you like a Papa or like a what you call it begin and terrorist.
Anyways,
so million word, and as I always select for left as I come out of the program, I want for encourage, and I want to left with Ben Kelfala. Ben Kelfala don't give me a good script. This not a script where salon people then for read and implement that script say where Ben Kelfala left for we.
But we know the insights because Ben Kelfala say people are for very black, but we know.
People read. I am saying my own here. I say my own bit here. Now a very good script where salon people them for look at and read that script there and implement that script there, because there are a whole lot of things where Ben Kelfala saying at this video where now complete opposite of what's in your government. What it be the effect for now a complete opposite and worst than can do. So now we use that script where Ben Kelfala give for make we determine we next president na salon, considering the track record, considering accountability, considering transparency, considering good governance. And this I want for make we left. I want for left with people there. Till next week, una keep following this platform. Thank you very much, Egerton Shabba.
Thank you very much. If I'm so we'll left now, we'll be back next week. Next weekend, please continue for follow me on social media on Egerton Shabba. That's on the main page, and Richard Bangura Davis, and tell it to Richard. Now have a pleasant Sunday.